Cardinals. Welcome to UIWtv News, your source for all things happening around campus. I'm Carissa Rangel.
And I'm Selena Aguilar. As many of you may know, it has been nearly a month since the passing of the Non-Discriminating City Ordinance. Since then, this ordinance has received much national and local attention. Let's go to Isaac, who has more on the story.
It was early September that San Antonio passed its new non-discrimination ordinance that includes sexual orientation and gender identity. It has sparked controversy and has received much local and national attention. Section 2550 of the ordinance allows a religious organization to give preference in hiring to people of the same religion. This means that religious organizations such as UIW, which is a Catholic institution, would be exempt from this ordinance. However, I asked two students if they believe religious and private organizations should also be subject to the anti-discriminatory law just as public organizations.
No, I think it's great that they want like-minded individuals as they are, because they collaboratively work better together and it's just what they prefer. But at the same time, it is an inhibiting factor because somebody out there who doesn't share the same belief system could be the right candidate for the job, and they would be missing out on that.
In a sit-down audio interview, I was able to catch up with junior and broadcast meteorologist major Dajanaba Aswad of Student Concerns, who had this to say about the new ordinance. Quote, I do not think religious organizations should be subject to the ordinance because people are going to have those morals and values. If you tell people you can't say I'm against homosexuality, that's taking away from their religious text and tradition. She goes on to say, quote, I think religious universities should not be included under the ordinance because it will take away from what the university is trying to do, which she claims is promoting people to grow in their religion. I believe in tolerance, but at the same time, if you take away that religious background, it can affect the mission of the institution. I also had the opportunity to interview one of the faculty members here at UIW. Dr. Doshi Piper, Assistant Professor of Criminal Justice, had this to say about the new ordinance.
I think that the ordinance is for everyone to adhere to. I don't think that just because an institution is Christian or Catholic or religious in nature that it prohibits them from adhering to that ordinance. They have to adhere to that ordinance in the confines of the way they do business. That's just the way it is.
Reporting for UIWtv News, I am Isaac Stain. For more of our work, go to www.uiwtv.org.
Thank you, Isaac. Also in UIW News, President Agnesi gave his annual address about the university earlier this month. In 2013, enrollment at UIW has benchmarked over 9,500 students. Dr. Agnesi announced the creation of a medical school, making 10 UIW locations in our area. The university will be leasing land from Fox Tech High School for the site of the new medical school. This new addition to the UIW family will require about $50 million for building and initial expenses, with construction starting in 2015 and classes starting in 2016. Agnesi also announced he will be taking a 6-month sabbatical to travel with his wife following this new year. While Agnesi is away, UIW Chancellor Dr. Denise Doyle will oversee the daily operations of the university.
October 7th, UIW welcomed guest speaker Zawadi Nkuzi as she gave her presentation on women empowerment. Nkuzi spoke about her efforts and organization to stop violence and help women of third world countries better themselves. Let's go to Rolanda, who has more on the story.
At McBee Library, speaker Zawadi Nkuzi of the African Great Lakes Initiative came to UIW to discuss her organization's goal to improve the livelihood of women around the world. Monday, October 7th.
I work under their program called Healing and Rebuilding Our Communities, which is a program aimed at raising awareness or educating people on the trauma.
Nkuzi spoke in depth about the violence and despair that women in other countries face. Stories of these women impacted one listener.
I cannot believe that these poor ladies were raped and then they were not able to go back to their homes, into their communities and their marriages.
The government also getting involved in terms of making sure that justice is done, but we'd like everyone here to stand up because we are talking about one woman who is being raped. It's like, she's a mother of the nation. So if people can join hands from wherever they are, because it's not only happening in Congo, it's all over the world. Log on to our website, aglifpt.org, and they'll get information of all the work we do.
From McBee Library Auditorium, I am Rolanda R. Green, reporting for UIWtv News.
Fall break is just days away, 2 to be exact. Not only are students looking forward to time off from school, but also praying for cooler weather. What temperature can you expect this fall break?
Good afternoon, Cardinals. I'm your student meteorologist, Carolina Jones. We've had quite a humid morning, but we haven't seen any rain just yet. Our temperature's at 81 right now. Temperatures all over the state varying. Our cold spot is at Ozona and 73, and our warm spot is at 84 in Laredo. Right now, one thing we're watching is Tropical Storm Octave that's bringing in all the moisture into San Antonio, and that's what's been keeping us humid. But the big thing that we're watching is a cold front that's making its way into San Antonio today. We have the rain off to the west right now, but as we get into midnight tonight, the rain will extend from Memphis to Dallas all the way back into Del Rio. And by Wednesday at noontime is when the rain will be here in San Antonio. That'll be our best chance. The other thing that we're watching is in the Caribbean. We have a 10% chance right here of it becoming a tropical storm within the next 5 days. Nothing really major, just maybe some rain. For the rest of the week, tonight will be our best chance of rain with a 60% chance as the cold front moves through. And Wednesday will be our coolest day with 63 only being the high. And the temperatures will start to come back up Thursday into the rest of next week. I'm your student meteorologist, Carolina Jones. Now back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Carolina. I don't know about you guys, but I intend on enjoying fall break no matter what crazy weather Texas may give us. We'll be back after these few messages with your Cardinal update.
Hello there, Cardinal sports fans. I'm Megan Gaithan, and I'm here to tell you what's going on in the world of sports. On September 28th, UIW football won its third home victory against Eastern New Mexico University with a score of 33-26 here at our very own Benson Stadium. The boys will be traveling this Saturday, October 19th, to compete against the Abilene Christian University Wildcats. So good luck, Cardinals. And the next home game for UIW is on October 26th, which is also homecoming. So make sure to bring your family and friends to tailgate before the game and enjoy food and fun before we cheer on our Cardinals. Men's soccer traveled to Georgia this past Thursday to play Mercer University and won with a score of 3-1. Way to go, guys. And if you want to catch the boys in action, you can watch UIW compete against Trinity University tonight at 7:30 at our own Benson Stadium. This past Friday, women's soccer traveled to Corpus and played against Texas A&M Corpus Christi, and it ended up victorious with a score of 3-0. Way to go, ladies, and keep up the good work. The women's cross-country team were the NCAA Division I team champions at the 8th annual UIW Cardinal Invitational, held on Saturday morning at the Live Oak City Park. The team had 7 runners in the top 17 overall in a 6-kilometer race that included 96 competitors. Runners competed against other Division I standing schools such as Abilene Christian University, Texas State, and UT Pan American. Awesome job, ladies. Well, that's all for this sports update, but make sure to tune in to CSPN Live on October 22nd with London Prince. Once again, I'm Megan Gaithan. Stay Cardinal proud. Now back to you in the newsroom.
Thanks, Megan. And now to our viewers. If you have a school-sponsored event, a student concern, or just a story you'd like to see covered on UIWtv, you can contact us at uiwtv@uiwtx.edu. We want to cover your pressing news stories and shed light on problems affecting students around campus.
That's all for today, Cardinals. We hope you enjoy your fall break. And if you're traveling home for fall break, remember to keep your eyes on the road. Don't text while driving. Don't forget to check us out at uiwtv.org, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter. I'm Selena Aguilar.
And I'm Carissa Rangel. Stay Cardinal proud.